क्लाइंट को तो यही बोलना है कि सर आपका केस इतना स्पेशल है
हाँ.
कि आपके लिए तो मैं ही सर्विसिंग
मैं
करूंगा.
exclusive कर रहा हूँ.
If I talk about Maggi, so the why is simple, that it's a quick tasty snack. Okay. The how is 2-minute noodles. The smartest way is to create your own pond, which not a lot of people do.
Okay.
By creating your own pond, what I mean is,
I'm assuming कितना frustrating you went all the way to all the गलियाँ and everything to do the research, and ultimately what happened?
yeah, I think it was I had a client, जब भी आप उनको डेडलाइन पूछेंगे तो वो बोलेंगे yesterday. So a servicing executive has to every morning send out a message to the client कि यार आज हम क्या कर रहे हैं.
Oh, that's amazing.
He used to listen to, I don't know why, but songs of Mela on loud volume, जो पूरी ऑफिस को इरिटेट करेगा.
मेरे से भी बहुत क्लाइंट्स पूछते हैं because I've worked in print, I've worked in radio and everything. तो they keep asking me to understand कि is the traditional medium dying?
So I was talking to someone who was in second-hand office equipments business, and he said I could sell worth 30 lakh from one reel. In the next few years, live commerce will become big, which I think not a lot of brands are doing.
There are a lot of brands out there जो ये बोलते हैं कि यार मार्केटिंग की जरूरत ही नहीं है हमको. Hi Hitansh, welcome to Level Up with Anora.
Thank you so much.
Super excited to have this conversation because आपकी ये जो industry है, advertising marketing, I mean even it's been 10 years for me also here in Ahmedabad जो मैंने इस industry को दिया है, and I always wanted to have a deeper discussion अपने podcast में इस industry advertising के बारे में, because 10 सालों में मैंने भी जितना देखा it has changed immensely.
Right.
And people are moving towards it even in a bigger way now. लोग चाहते हैं क्योंकि जितने businesses और brands आ रहे हैं तो लोग चाहते हैं उतना कि समझ सके and कैसे उसका फायदा उठा सकते हैं in a simple word. So I'm super excited because you are here and you have an amazing advertising firm of your own और काफ़ी बड़े clients को आप handle कर रहे हो इस समय. So welcome to Level Up with Anona.
Thank you so much, Anona. It's a pleasure being here and looking forward to the podcast.
Yeah, so let's start with your journey itself. I want to know more about you also. आप इस industry में, advertising industry में जब आए, तो was it a plan? How did you end up here, first of all?
So I did my sciences in 9th and 10th.
Okay.
Then it was commerce, then it was liberal arts, and then I did my MS in entrepreneurship. So actually जो 3 Idiots में फरहान कुरैशी के फादर थे, जिन्होंने तो बर्थ पे डिसाइड कर लिया था कि मेरा बेटा इंजीनियर बनेगा. My dad's story was the complete opposite, because when I was doing sciences, he said मेरा बेटा family business join करेगा. Then when I switched to commerce, I had math, so he said मेरा बेटा CA करेगा. Then when I did liberal arts, तो we were like okay, I'll go to LSE जैसे बाजू में हो, and you know everyone is going to give you an admission. So then मेरा बेटा LSE में जाएगा. And then finally, even when I was in US, there was this one smart mirror project that I was supposed to do, and I didn't even do that. So then eventually he was like मेरा बेटा कुछ तो कर ले, मतलब you know that would suffice, right? But then I was always interested in advertising. So I came back to India, and you know then sort of with small steps we started building an agency.
Yeah.
And we started from Surat actually. जो family business में जो sales team है, so I used to hang out with them. So they would sort of pick a road. So आपको उस road पे जितनी भी shops है आजू बाजू और showrooms हैं, you just go in, you introduce yourselves, and you know just hope that they listen to you and they eventually sort of you know inquire more about what you have to sell. So that's how it started. And when I was sort of trying to sell, we got a couple of initial clients.
Okay.
And but at that point in time it was a sort of a one man show. पर ये client को तो हम बता नहीं सकते थे, because like I used to sell, I used to write, I used to design, I would post on digital उनके जो भी reports थे, उनका servicing. So there was an art studio, but apart from that I was doing all of that. But client को तो यही बोलना है कि सर आपका केस इतना स्पेशल है कि आपके लिए तो मैं ही सर्विसिंग करूँगा. उनको पता ही नहीं था, कोई और था ही नहीं. So that's how it started. And then we shifted, I shifted to Mumbai in Borivali, because I felt biggest of brands they are in Bombay. So
So how many clients you had back then in Surat? One?
I would think by then maybe 3-4 probably.
Achha.
Enough to convince a friend of mine in Mumbai, in Borivali, to let me use his living room in a 2 BHK, जहाँ पे 3 और लोग थे. So we got 3 tables and 3 chairs from Furlanco, and then we tried and sort of built a small 2-3 people team there.
Wow, so you had a family business idhar, and वो आपने सब छोड़ के you started like a one man hero, and then you moved after 3 to 4 clients to Bombay.
Yeah, because I felt like my calling was something different, or I probably even if I would have जैसे again going back to Three Idiots, अगर लता मंगेशकर ने फादर को लता मंगेशकर के फादर ने उनको बोला होता कि यार आप फास्ट बॉलर बन जाओ, तो शी वुडंट हैव सो आई थिंक माय कॉलिंग वाज समथिंग, एंड आई थिंक माय पेरेंट्स हैव बीन वेरी सपोर्टिव always, that they have motivated me to pursue what it is that I wanted to, and then go all out with it.
So you went to Bombay and then you started there.
Yeah, so I went to Bombay, and again जितना ही difficult नए clients को acquire करना है, किसी को convince करना कि यार आप एक living room से काम करो, वो भी इतना. So we used to my friend and I thought कि यार I should conduct interviews from a cafe. So पर वो जब लोग आते थे कैफे में, तो they were like, on your website you've mentioned you have an office. So नहीं, your profile is special. We need to get out of the office environment and
chill into
it a little. So but then we had a couple of people, and then sort of we had a few more clients. So then we had a small office in Sakinaka, where I think the traffic is so much that I think कुछ साल आपके वहाँ पे ट्रैफिक में ही निकल जाएंगे अगर आप वहाँ पे रहते हो तो. So then that happened, and then we did well. We moved from one office to the other, and then eventually during COVID, I came back to Ahmedabad, and I got married to Kalgi, who was also working in advertising. So we just thought maybe shifting the base to Ahmedabad might make more sense now. And so now we are here in Shapat 5 SG Highway, and one of my best friends is also joined.
Wow.
So now we are operating out of here.
So how many years it has been already?
So I think we'll complete our 8th year now.
8th year.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. तो ये I mean ये जो पूरा एक transition आपने लिया, what do you think? I mean, is this something that you always wanted to do? Again, the question is that only because ये आपने होता ना, एक होता है कि you kept learning through your business, आप sales में गए, वहाँ से आपने सीखा, and then you had your first client. Now after 8 years, when you look back on those 8 years, now you feel like this was your passion and you wanted to do this only?
Most certainly, because what happens is only when something is really your calling, will you sort of break boundaries and go all out for it. अगर आप कोई चीज़ सिर्फ इसलिए कर रहे हैं because आपको किसी ने बोला है, पर आपको खुद नहीं लगता है कि आपको वो करना है, तो शायद आप वो सब नहीं करेंगे. जैसे I'll give you an example. In our early days, these are again like Borivali Furlanco days. So at that point in time, someone gave a reference of Vodafone.
Okay.
Now, obviously, Vodafone was working with O&M, and matlab, like nowhere on earth will they work with someone who just has like two tables in a Borivali flat. But like we took a shot, and हमने actually, so there was this design studio that we were working with. So we would outsource all our creatives there, creatives and animations, all of that. So I met someone at Vodafone, and they were wanting sort of a few backup agencies for doing some smaller work.
Yeah.
Obviously, your bigger brand work will be done by O&M. So there was this very senior person, and they wanted some videos and films, and for us, we just wanted their logo on our website.
Them on board.
Yeah. So मतलब आप अगर मैं कोई भी क्लाइंट को ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ कि यार आपके लिए तो मैं ही सर्विसिंग करूँगा, तो डेफिनेटली वोडाफोन के लिए तो सर मतलब इफ़ यू वांट समथिंग ऑन 20th, इल बी डन ऑन 19th टाइप ऑफ अ कॉन्वर्जेशन. So then he was also like, okay, chalo, let's do it. And then he made me go to another room where you had their legal team. So there was like I think a close to 80-90 page agreement that you had to sign and stuff, and matlab very difficult terms. That if you delay, then you'll have to pay so and so penalties and all of that. बट वी वर लाइक यार वो है आर्ट स्टूडियो, सो यू नो वील गेट इट डन. सो देन वो सब हो गया, वी ऑन बोर्डेड वोडाफोन, एंड सो देन यू वर लाइक ओ party, you know, like so then I call up that friend design studio, okay, you know, we've cracked it, we've done it, we've finally arrived, you know, what we wanted to do. So he's also like great, पर अब काम कौन करेगा? तो मैंने बोला भाई तुम करोगे यार. You said यार पर वो एनिमेटर तो चला गया. So I mean, you know, if it's not your call, आप सिर्फ ये out of compulsion कर रहे हैं तो then you would probably back out. But when you really want, so then we said कि यार we need a freelancer, all of that. अच्छा वो freelancer का नाम ही मूडी था, so उसका काम तो I think वैसा ही था. But no, I think we sort of had an army of freelancers working then, and even though we had to spend more than what they were going to pay us,
I get it,
we had to. And one fine day that person also got a little irritated. कहीं पे कुछ delay तो होता ही है. So he was like, you know, this you had to give on Friday and you've still not given all of that. I'm like, पर sir आपकी voice नहीं आ रही है, all of that. So like, no, you had to give it on Friday. But I said, sir, I'm also using Vodafone, but I'm not able to hear you. So luckily he didn't hear that as well. So I think all of those things happened. I think you had to do a lot of makeshift arrangements, a lot of jugaad, and then
true. And it's in this industry लोगों को ये लगता है कि you know, चलो मैं भी एक एजेंसी एक दो क्लाइंट उठा लेता हूँ, एक एजेंसी ओपन कर लेता हूँ, and things will be done, things will be sorted. But what you mentioned कि आज हमारा डिजाइनर था, कल चला गया, आज ये था, वो कल चला गया, then and you have your certain deadlines, जो क्लाइंट तो तुम्हारे डेडलाइंस पे ही चलता है, and then you have to manage that. So it's not easy. You mentioned it right कि जो पैशन चाहिए होता है ना तुम्हें डेडलाइन पे, बिकॉज तुम्हें क्लाइंट को नहीं जाने देना है. That's like a thing, especially in this industry. ये तो even I have realized like completely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So अगर मैं आपसे पूछूँ अब जो Vital 20 Communications का है, तो what are the, like you mentioned अभी पहले आप जैसे freelancers को रखते थे. So now what are the different you know in terms of work that you are doing, that you are providing to the customers? अगर मैं bifurcate करूँ, like you have your in-house designers, you have your in-house animators. How does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. Now तो it's an in-house team, and we still work with a few collaborators because I think all agencies would work with them. But yes, now we have a complete in-house team, and the services that we provide start from brand identity development to the entire digital spectrum, mainline advertising as well, and also some creative offerings, and then we've got a WhatsApp product as well.
Actually I want to know more about it. I read it online. Yes.
So that's actually, we thought we'll create something for our clients, but then you know, we thought it was like Jan or Feb, and we said okay, we'll build something till April and we'll roll it out for our clients. I think then 2 years passed after that April, and still in the 2 Aprils later from that April we were still developing it. So I think then we realized this is an ongoing it's not a one time thing that we can do. So I think right now that also has like independent clients now. So it's a WhatsApp product.
It's a WhatsApp. Tell me more about it, what it is.
So I think what a lot of businesses now, I think a lot of businesses do know that you can do a lot more with WhatsApp, but businesses don't know that you can sort of manage your entire operations with it. कि जैसे अगर मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल दूँ तो आप चेन्नई मेट्रो रेल को अगर सिर्फ हाई लिख के भेजेंगे, just hi, hello, good morning, something, so their entire chatbot will be activated. Okay. So then you can pick your start location and your destination. You can book your tickets, you can make payments, you will get tickets on WhatsApp, you can scan that, you can take the ride, so you don't need any human intervention.
Wow.
So things like that. So, you know, you can sort of design or use WhatsApp in a way, the features in a way that you cut down on a lot of costs.
Okay.
Initially, when we used to do performance marketing campaigns, let's say on Meta, Google, these platforms, a lot of calling effort will be needed. So you need call centers, you need a team to call every lead. Now what happens is that's reduced by about 40 to 50% because level 1 nurturing can happen on WhatsApp. फिर आप जो qualified leads है उनको आप call करिए, या जब आप इसको Shopify के साथ कनेक्ट करते हैं तो आपका जो add to cart से conversion का रेशियो है वो shoot up हो जाता है.
True.
So what happens is पहले जो when WhatsApp had come in, people were broadcasting messages कि मुझे leads को nurture करना है सिर्फ. अब उसके अलग यूजेस भी हैं कि मेरी जो एग्जिस्टिंग डेटाबेस है उसको भी मैं नर्चर कर सकता हूँ, मैं कुछ ऑपरेशंस इसके ऊपर डाल सकता हूँ, मैं ऐड टू कार्ट्स को बेटर कर सकता हूँ, मैं सपोर्ट दे सकता हूँ यहाँ से. सो काफ़ी सारी चीज़ है. एंड वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट वन थिंग दैट्स कॉमन बिटवीन across generations is all of them are on WhatsApp. So the penetration is such that it's really good for businesses to use that platform. And I think WhatsApp has also been, Meta has been very proactive in terms of building new features, in terms of, they keep doing something or the other. So I think that's also a benefit. So we said, if this is the next frontier of, let's say, digital marketing, one of the things, so we should be here.
Very nice. So what is it doing? Matlab, chat, you have developed a product and how is it working?
Yeah, so basically what happens is if you have a business and you might have any use case, you may have a marketing use case, you might have a support use case, you might have an e-commerce use case. So what happens is we register your business with Meta and we sort of onboard you on this platform. And then you can do a lot of things, like you can upload a database, you can broadcast messages, and people have not saved your number, फिर भी आपका message.
तो generally जैसे 250 लोगों का एक ब्रॉडकास्ट होता है, इसमें लिमिट बढ़ जाती है.
हाँ, तो देखिए कैसा है, इसमें लिमिट बढ़ जाती है. सो इसमें टायर्स होते हैं, तो आपको इनिशियली एक कम टायर देगा, फिर आप जैसे उसको यूज़ करना चालू करोगे वो एक बढ़ाएगा, इवेंचुअली इट विल बी अनलिमिटेड. सो वो कैप्स हट जाएंगे. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज अगर सामने वाले ने आपका नंबर सेव नहीं भी किया है तो भी आपका मैसेज उन तक जाएगा आपके नाम के साथ. एंड अगर आपके पास ग्रीन टिक है तो दैट विल ऑल्सो अपीयर
on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp. So that's one use case.
Wow.
But if you have an e-commerce store, then जितने भी आपके add to carts हैं, आप उनको 4 घंटे के बाद abandoned carts को आप 4 घंटे के बाद एक मैसेज भेज सकते हैं. जिन्होंने एक बार शॉपिंग कर ली है, आप उनको कोई चीज़ क्लब करके देना चाहे तो ये सारी ऑटोमेटिक मैसेजेस जा सकते हैं, जिससे आपका जो एक यूज़र पूल है उसको आप ज़्यादा sort of squeeze करके ज़्यादा चीज़ें वहाँ से निकाल सकते हैं. So that's a use case. Likewise, whatever your use case is, you can make an account on Caterpillar and you can start using WhatsApp for your business.
Very nice. So majorly you must have brands and retailers that you're working with right now.
So we have brands and we also have agencies. So agencies who want to use this for their brands.
Oh, nice.
So sometimes what happens is अगर कोई ब्रांड के पास कोई वैसा मार्केटिंग मैनेजर या कोई वैसा एक पर्सनल नहीं है जो इसको यूज़ कर सके, then you need an agency to actually get it done. So we partner with agencies as well and we offer them also a solution जहाँ पे हम उनको बोलते हैं अच्छा आप you have 10 brands, I will help those brands use WhatsApp well. तो नॉर्मली ये हो जाता है कि इट्स ईजी फॉर एजेंसी ऑल्सो कि यार दे ऑल्सो डोंट हैव टू रियली डेडिकेट समवन, सो दैट विल बी फ्रॉम आवर एंड.
Okay.
So that's how we've got brands and agencies.
Caterpillar is the name.
Caterpillar.
Wow. कितना लोग समझ रहे हैं WhatsApp मार्केटिंग को अभी? What do you think?
So I think at least हमारा तो day in day out.
बॉम्बे तो I still consider होता ही होगा, I'm sure.
I think Ahmedabad maybe there is a lot of awareness, I would say. I think at most, even smaller places than Ahmedabad. I think we've got clients from even places like Morbi, from Nadiyad, Junagadh, Jamnagar. I think we've got brands from these places as well. I think now WhatsApp, because see the thing is the businesses, the way they look at it is where are my customers. So पहले वो ये था कि Facebook पे है, Instagram पे, अभी भी they will be there, but now they know WhatsApp is not something which is an option. So we've got brands from smaller places as well.
So it's very interesting, but I want to know more about it. आप database खुद भी देते हो उनको, like this is your target audience maybe and this is, or it's just the client that they provide database to you?
So we don't provide a database. But what we can do is we can run campaigns and
WhatsApp campaigns.
So what we can do is we can run these campaigns on Facebook and Instagram or Google on any of these platforms and generate leads that can be nurtured with WhatsApp. So we don't buy a database and say कि अच्छा let's blast it on this for two reasons. One is very honestly it will not work because that's a very random inefficient database. Number two, Meta will also sort of if a lot of people mark you as spam, so they are also going to start blocking your caps and sometimes अगर आप बहुत ही अब्यूज करते हैं उनकी पॉलिसीज को, सो देन दे माइट ऑल्सो रिस्ट्रिक्ट योर अकाउंट.
राइट, मेक्स सेंस.
सो दैट्स वाई व्हाट वी डू इज कि अगर हम कैंपेन्स रन कर रहे हैं तो इट शुड बी people who know about you, who ideally WhatsApp says you need opt-ins. यार I opt in कि यार ठीक है यार ये मुझे मैसेज भेज सकते हैं. But even otherwise if people have shown interest, अगर वो आपकी leads हैं तो it's still fair. You will probably be able to do some good with that platform.
Now I'm understanding when I get those messages from the brands, because that's how, and how the cost part works, if you're okay to share. I mean, suppose a brand wants to collaborate with you in terms ki I want Caterpillar to work with me and for the WhatsApp. So how does the costing for brands work in such scenario?
So there are two charges. So one is the platform subscription and second is the usage.
Okay.
So when I say subscription, that cost covers our cost primarily, because we have a development cost, we have a support cost, we have server costs. So that happens to be rupees 30,000 per year.
ठीक है.
And the messaging cost is also something that Meta sort of makes you pay a charge. It's not free. Like जैसे आपको अगर मुझे मैसेज भेजना है, you will not be paying anything. But in this case, a business has to pay. So those are charges which are again divided into marketing and utility, those categories, wherein marketing is much more expensive and utility is slightly cheaper. But so utility is sort of neck to neck with SMS.
Okay.
So what Meta also wants to do is they want to make marketing more expensive so that people use it more for utility and sort of build their operations around it. So those are the two main charges.
Okay, that's very interesting, and I think that's the future, like you mentioned, because वो धीरे धीरे जो like I mentioned shift आ रहा है ना, ऐसे ट्रेडिशनल से सोशल मीडिया पे अब बहुत डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे बहुत ही क्रेजी शिफ्ट है, बिकॉज माई भाई ऑल्सो वर्क्स इन डेटा रिसर्च एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड ही कीप्स टेलिंग मी, बिकॉज जैसे ही वॉज इन फिलिप्स लास्ट टाइम, एंड जो भी उसने रिकॉर्ड किया है या जितना भी डेटा उसने एनालाइज किया है, the brands are shifting immensely. The percentage from traditional to digital to social media to influencers to collaboration to podcast and all of that has shifted like tremendously. And like you mentioned, ये WhatsApp and I think SMS marketing and all of that, this is going to be the future for sure. Coming back to your advertising also, first of all, अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं advertising, because it has a varied answers for varied clients. Regional clients के लिए कुछ अलग है, local clients के लिए कुछ अलग है. तो advertising आपके हिसाब से क्या है?
So if I have to put it simply, I think it's clarity meets creativity.
Okay.
What is clarity? Clarity is the why. Why do I need a product? What is the USP? And creativity is the how. How best am I going to communicate this? And that can happen with good storytelling that has humor or emotion or drama. Let's take a few examples. I think, if I talk about Maggi. So the why is simple, that it's a quick, tasty snack. Okay. Yeah. The how is 2-minute noodles. If you look at the Zuzu's campaign of Vodafone, each of those ads had a very clear USP associated with it. कि या तो आप वैल्यू एडेड सर्विसेज की बात कर रहे हैं, नेटवर्क की बात कर रहे हैं, प्राइसिंग की बात कर रहे हैं. एट द सेम टाइम द कैरेक्टर्स, द स्टोरी, द ह्यूमर वाज क्रिएटिविटी एट इट्स पीक. अब अगर सिर्फ कैंपेन में क्लैरिटी है तो दैट्स गोइंग टू बी इंफॉर्मेटिव बट बोरिंग. अगर सिर्फ कैंपेन में क्रिएटिविटी है तो इट्स गोइंग टू बी एंटरटेनिंग बट पीपल विल फॉरगेट द प्रोडक्ट.
True.
It's only when you marry clarity with creativity, you get advertising that's not only entertaining but informative, and one where product or the USP is the hero of that ad.
Yeah.
So ideally, in my view, that's good advertising.
But that's the most difficult part of it, no? मतलब वही निकालना, वही चीज़ को implement करना और एक picture में लेके आना is something where people fail and success, get success in their advertising.
Absolutely, and it's also that you will have to understand your target audience as well.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, जैसे कि मैं कहूँ, the why aspect of it. Now that's going to be very different I'll communicate it differently to different people, right? So I think the three things that you need to also understand are कि जो मेरा TG है, which language do they understand? So my how also has to be in their language.
Makes sense.
Which channels or sort of platforms are they available on? Correct. And उनका मेन नीड क्या है या वो क्यों मेरा प्रोडक्ट लेंगे. करेक्ट. सो वाइल यू आर सेइंग कि ओके आई वांट टू मैरी क्लैरिटी विद क्रिएटिविटी, आई हैव टू डू इट फॉर माई TG. So it cannot so happen that in my conference room over a cup of black coffee I am marrying a clarity with creativity. क्योंकि अगर आपका जो target audience है वो tier 2 tier 3 cities में है for instance, so then you will have to sort of tweak that, or you will have to make it in a way that it's understandable to them. I'll give you a small anecdote. So this was something that Piyush Pandey had said in one of his interviews. जब वो छोटे थे, he had participated in a recitation competition, and his dad had picked a poem for him. It was Meera Ka Vishpan. It was a very powerful poem about how Meera is given the poison and she keeps it, and all of that. And so young Piyush went with a lot of enthusiasm on the stage, and he was like, प्याला भरा है विश का, गरल का, हलाहल का, and so on and so forth and all of that. So he got a lot of applause but not the gold medal. Kyunki, so he went back to his dad, and his dad understood that no one understood the poem. So he said, yaar, don't worry, next time you will win the gold. Kyunki now we know the target audience. ठीक है. So next year again the competition happened, and again his dad picked a poem for him, and he went and he narrated and he won the gold medal. The poem was, इधर भी गधे हैं उधर भी गधे हैं, जिधर देखो गधे ही गधे हैं. So it's you have to sort of maybe tone it down, maybe do something with your advertising that because it can be clarity meets creativity, but it has to be so for your target audience. Yeah,
perfectly makes sense. I mean that's a perfect example कि वहाँ पर उन्हें perfect clarity और creativity थी पर audience सही नहीं थी तो कुछ समझ नहीं आया. But as a broader spectrum मैं आपसे पहले एक बार पूछना चाहूँगी before I deep dive into advertising also, कि अगर हम मार्केटिंग की पर्से से बात करें तो इट हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ बाइफर्गेशन इन दैट. जैसे एडवर्टाइजिंग इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ इट, ब्रांडिंग आता है, एंड अगेन परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग, डिजिटल, बहुत सारी चीज़ें और भी अंडर सब डिविजन्स में आती है. तो एक ब्रॉडर पर्सपेक्टिव से पहले मैं समझना चाहती हूँ आपसे कि मार्केटिंग को आप कैसे डिफाइन करोगे आज के और इस समय क्या चीज़ एकदम मस्ट पे चल रही है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद मार्केटिंग फर्स्ट. हाउ डू यू डिफाइन दैट?
सो आई थिंक I would say that it's probably not bound by time. I think it's a little timeless as well, or a little universal as well. But I think you need to have four, sort of the framework needs to have four macro aspects. And I call it the bar, where every marketeer should go for a drink. So that involves branding, acquisition, retention and referral.
ठीक है.
सो जब आप ये चारों को कंबाइन करते हैं तब आप एक स्ट्रैटेजी को कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कह सकते हैं. ब्रांडिंग इज़ ऑब्वियसली हाउ बेस्ट कैन आई बिल्ड एन आइडेंटिटी एंड टेक इट टू पीपल. ब्रांडिंग विल ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग विच इज़ आई नीड टू आस्क माई सेल्फ अ क्वेश्चन कि इज़ माई ऑफरिंग द बेस्ट ऑन अर्थ. एंड अगर वो नहीं है, I mean, most offerings will not be the best on earth, but if you're asking yourself that question, you will at least attempt to make it good enough, right?
True.
And there are many ways to achieve that also, maybe which we can talk, a little later.
Yeah.
But so branding is basically where I'm going to take my offering to a certain audience, and I want to build a community, I want engagement, I want people to know about it. Acquisition is then the fact that I want customers. Correct. A lot of marketing strategies end here. Correct. A lot of clients' expectation of agencies also end here, which ideally should not happen.
End here in terms?
And end here as in, they are okay and happy if this much has been strategized.
Okay.
That आपको followers मिल रहे हैं, आपको engagement मिल रहा है, आपको नई leads मिल रही है, but that's not be all and all. There is the third step, which is retention, and this differs from business to business, but retention is also very much a marketing question. Again, you could do it with your product and with your experience. At the same time, you could run specific campaigns for retention, but to ensure that your customer buys from you again and again is something that a marketeer 100%. Has to answer. Yeah. कई मार्केटिंग स्ट्रैटेजीज इधर आके भी रुक जाती है, पर जो फोर्थ स्टेप है वो भी इम्पॉर्टेंट है, विच इज रेफरल्स.
Okay.
So what do you say to two parties? One is your customer and second is a potential customer this customer can bring. तो आपको दोनों को इंसेंटिवाइज भी करना है एंड आपको ये कम्युनिकेट भी करना है. सो आइडियली a good marketing strategy will take brand to the public. It will help you acquire customers. It will retain. And वो retention से जब आपको नया customer मिलता है, वो that helps a brand really make profits.
That's a complete circle.
That completes the circle.
Yeah.
So ideally, a comprehensive way to look at marketing is branding, acquisition, retention, and referrals. And I think a lot of businesses are actually interested most in acquisition.
वहीं तक खत्म हो जाता है या उसके बाद it just goes on the same line.
Correct.
The graph is like a parallel line. It's like that.
But what also happens is even there, I think a lot of efforts are very redundant or something that's been there, done their type. So I'll draw parallels with wildlife photography here.
Okay.
तो अगर कोई एक wildlife photographer है तो they will carry their cameras and whatever water and they'll head to the forest. Now he has two options. One is that he or she can just roam around in the forest and hope for a click whenever they see a wildlife. That's a marketing professional reaching out to friends and family, going to networking events, buying a database, shooting SMS, email, WhatsApp campaigns. You can get results, but the attempt is very random. So you call it random push.
Hope for a conversion.
Correct. I am going to be everywhere and I'm going to push and hopefully I'll get something. Smarter photographers wait by a pond because the wildlife is going to come there, drink water. So when the wildlife is going to be there, they can get a click. Now, smarter marketing professionals, what they will do is they will wait by ponds like Google, Meta, maybe some events. So where their potential customers are going to come to seek value. Okay. And it depends, depends on your target audience. It depends on your offering, what or where that pond is. But wherever it is, it's much better rather than pushing out in random places to sort of focus there, sit there. The problem there is you don't have a monopoly over it. So you will have a lot of other photographers coming for a click. The smartest way is to create your own pond, which not a lot of people do.
Okay.
By creating your own pond, what I mean is you have to create something. It could be a YouTube channel. It could be a webinar. It could be a course. It could be a WhatsApp group. It could be as simple as a WhatsApp group where your potential customers are going to come sip their water. Basically seek value. I'll give you an example. There is a jewelry consultant in Mumbai. What he's done is his niche is e-commerce. So he's created a free group where he just shares insights about what's working well according to him and according to other jewelers as well. So it's an open forum. He has about 300 to 350 jewelers. The last time I checked, he had, I think, multiple groups and he had a pool of 350 jewelers who were just there purely to get value and knowledge. Now what happens is that's a self-owned pond, right? वहाँ पे he can promote whatever he wants. Correct.
Makes sense.
So basically, if for acquisition, if possible in your domain, if you try and create your own pond where people are going to come, then you have monopoly. And I'm not saying that random push or sitting by an existing pond will not work. You have to do all of that. But when I say redundant, what I mean is most endeavors end at that. या आप उससे आगे शायद लोग नहीं जाते. जो मुझे लगता है कि अब धीरे धीरे a lot of people are starting to do it, but you can do much more because these days if you create quality content and if you give value तो लोग देखते हैं.
Yeah, of course, that's, and I can call it like more sort of creating a community, right?
Sure.
I think that's in the essence कि अगर like you mentioned कि तुम्हारे same for example, I can't give this much examples, but कोई तुम्हारे brand के aligned भी ना हो product, but target audience के लिए तुमने कुछ एक community build किया and then you can promote your brand there. It's like
Absolutely.
that. Very interesting. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, of course. Yeah. So you have bifurcated the whole marketing perception. I want to understand, first of all, when it comes to your agency also, you are doing everything for a client. But your from branding, from creating a brand perception, probably a brand launch, a logo and everything se leke end to end, like a circle that you mentioned, you're doing everything for them.
True. It also depends. We have these 10 things to offer. It depends. Some brands will pick 5 out of it. Some brands will pick all the 10 out of it. So it depends where a brand, based on their infrastructure and based on their goals and vision, what part of it they want us to do.
But you are...
Yeah, we offer. Yeah.
You do. Why I'm asking is because like there's always a bifurcation, because right now you talked about creativity, So, there is this thing in the market when it comes to agencies and, and when it comes to brands also, that they have to select an agency to work with. तो उसमें एक होता है कि, mass और niche का जो आ जाता है कि एक चीज़ होती है कि lot of agencies, they are working with a lot many clients in a mass number, where these are the, like you mentioned, certain deliverables, बस ये आपको करके देना and then your work is done. And another, एक होता है जिसमें आपको creativity से आप काम कर रहे हो, एक set of clients है, but with them you have your certain creative ideas and you're working on overall, with a goal to complete the circle, like you mentioned. So अगर एक brand perspective, अगर एक brand है कोई and they are watching this podcast, तो मैं एक brand perspective से अगर आपसे पूछूं कि how to choose an agency, how to decide कि I want to, because आपने बोला मेरे target audience होते हैं, they have to choose everything. So what would you say कि these are certain criteria that you should look for before choosing an agency?
I think you should work with an agency that has experience in your domain. Because see, whenever an agency starts out, they will take any work that comes their way, and which is right also. पर over a period of time आपको शायद कुछ वैसे टीम मेंबर्स आपके साथ जुड़ते हैं या आप वैसे स्ट्रक्चर करते हैं, but over a period of time what happens is you become better at serving some domains. And then the agency would also use those clients and that work as their portfolio to get more work in that domain. So that's how they create a niche and they create a focus, right? So I think अगर एक brand वैसी, मतलब दो तरीके, one thing that a brand can do is it can work with a real known or a reputed agency or someone from their circle, जो एक normal वैसा भी एक process होता है. बट अगर आप थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा एफर्ट करके वैसी एजेंसी के साथ काम करो कि जो आपकी डोमेन में उनको चीज़ें पता है.
हाँ.
तो अगर हमने एजुकेशन में काफ़ी काम किया है तो वी नो हाउ द साइकिल वर्क्स, वी नो व्हाट प्लेटफॉर्म इज़ गोइंग टू गिव यू रिजल्ट्स, वी नो कहाँ पे आपका पैसा बर्न होने वाला है. सो वो लर्निंग कॉस्ट नहीं है. टीम इज़ मच मोर इक्विप्ड. आपके जो एक बेस लेवल के क्वेश्चंस है वो सारे निकल जाते हैं. And the agency is also more फ्लेक्सिबल टू ट्राइंग थिंग्स देन. अगर कोई नई चीज़ आती है, so they are also able to predict कि हाँ, this is something that we can do. So I think it's much better to work with agencies that have proven track record in your domain.
बट उसमें भी फिर ये हो जाता है ना कि लॉट ऑफ एजेंसीज आर लाइक, लॉट ऑफ ब्रांड्स आर ऑल्सो कि सपोज लाइक यू मेंशन एजुकेशन, सो इट्स लाइक कि अगर आप मेरा यू आर वर्किंग विद मी इफ आई एम अ कॉलेज एंड इफ यू आर वर्किंग विद वन सर्टेन कॉलेज दैट आई डोंट वांट यू टू बी वर्किंग विद अनदर, so how do you handle that then?
So it again depends. See, you have agreements where you have exclusivity, or you have agreements where you don't have that clause. Now अगर कोई मैं एक एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट जो बॉम्बे में है, मुंबई में है, उनके साथ मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, एंड दूसरी है चेन्नई में, एंड दोनों बहुत अलग कोर्सेज ऑफर करते हैं, तो आइडियली दे शुडंट हैव अ प्रॉब्लम. ऑल्सो स्मार्टर क्लाइंट्स would want you to work with more clients, not competitors but clients in your. अगर देखिए अगर कोई direct competition है तो I would prefer you not work. पर अगर आप ज़्यादा businesses in that category के साथ काम करते हो जो मेरी direct competition नहीं है, तो वो भी शायद वो चाहेंगे, क्योंकि एक जगह से जो आपने experience लिया वो आप कहीं और use कर सकते हैं. So I think but yeah, I mean there are some brands we have done exclusivity contracts in the past as well. या तो आप एक थोड़ा semi exclusivity arrangement कर लीजिए जहाँ पे एक city में आप एक इस कैटेगरी के ब्रांड से ज़्यादा you cannot work with.
Makes sense. But that $1 million question, how do you handle that वो जो client का expectations होता है ना versus your ideas? एक चीज़ होती है when agency had certain thoughts, agency had certain ideas, but client adamant होता है, you know, कि they want to do in a certain way, they want to go in a certain way. So वो उस चीज़ को जो expectations को match करने का एक challenge होता है. How do you handle that?
So I think it's a tight rope that you have to walk.
Yeah, and I think every agency goes through this particular challenge. So yeah,
absolutely. See, when we start out, what happens is we tend to not only fall in love with our ideas but marry them as well. Correct. ये मैं आपको एक example देता हूँ. So when we were in Borivali again, so at that point in time, sorry, this was after Borivali. So we had like a small office. I think there was this brand based out of Ahmedabad. I will not name it, but I think like a 500-600 crore textile company. They had a new CEO from Airtel and all of that. And you know how when you have someone new joining, so he or she would find a lot of things that need to be changed. So one of the things on his agenda was, yaar, we need a new logo and we need a Bombay based agency to come and pitch and all of that. So अब we were in that phase कि अरे सर आपको 20th को चाहिए 19th को मिल जाएगा. So we came and we won the pitch, and then he said कि no beta, you have to do research. So what he said is कि यार we'll get a market research agency as well, and then you go travel, you get out of your offices, you see the perception that our brand has. तो हम जितने भी लोग थे, इतना बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट था कि हम सब निकल गए. तो आई थिंक दिल्ली में देर इज़ आई थिंक दरियागंज और समवेयर वेरी वेरी नैरो लेन्स वेयर यू नो you've got these open gutters nearby and you've got these very small shops who are doing turnover in crores, but very small shop, and there'll be this old man with thick specs and like a cigar or a BD or something punching numbers on calculator. You say यार ये आपको परसेप्शन इनका कैसा लगता है, ये ऐसा होना चाहिए. लाइक यार बेटा उनको बोलो माल टाइम से आना चाहिए, ठीक है, हमको फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है वो लाल कलर का लोगो करे या नीले कलर का, ऑल ऑफ दैट. सो बट यू नो ऑब्वियसली वी sort of did that entire exercise, and we then came the time when we had to present our offerings. So again, like a nice conference room and some black coffees and all of that, and हाँ चलो बेटा बताओ क्या आपने, you would also call us beta and all of that, you know, a very senior guy. So वही जो हमारा design studio था, that guy Harpal, he started presenting, and then it was a 200 slide deck. मतलब बहुत ही मेहनत से बनाया हुआ, time, money, all of that. So he started presenting, and we presented for I think a couple of hours. Then he said ke, so you are a designer? Said ke हाँ बेटा open your software. So software उसने open किया. Then in the next 10 minutes we felt like we were a roadside dosa vendor, who was on a mission of making the best crispy Mysore masala dosa, because he was like हाँ इसका आप आइकन डाल दो, इसका आप कलर डाल दो, इसका आप फॉन्ट डाल दो, हाँ इसका ये एलिमेंट डाल के, हाँ अब ये मेरा लोगो. So not commenting on the quality of the final output, but what happens is if you can date your ideas. You can take them out for a long drive, you can go for a dinner, but you cannot marry them. Because the moment you marry your idea, what happens is it's commercial art at the end of the day. It's not artistic commerce. So आपको फिर client के लिए ही कुछ चीज़ करनी, लेकिन at the same time you cannot or you should not sell your soul. कि अगर आपको जेन्युइनली पता है एंड वो एक लेवल के एक्सपीरियंस के बाद ही आप वो चीज़ें बोल सकते हैं कि ये आपको नहीं करना चाहिए. सो आई थिंक इट्स अ टाइट रोप वेयर यू हैव टू बी पैशनेट अबाउट योर आइडियाज़, but not marry them, but be open for changes, but not sell your soul.
Yeah.
So that's something that
it's a very ऐसे balance करना पड़ता है for sure.
Correct, क्योंकि payment भी वहीं से आपको निकलना है, तो वो मतलब
I'm assuming कितना frustrating you went all the way to all the गलियाँ and everything to do the research, and ultimately what happened?
Yeah, I think it was I think at that time there was this song क्या से क्या हो गए देखते देखते. So I think we heard that song on our way back because हमने क्या बनाया था और ये क्या हो गया था.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, that's not one client, I'm sure. ये होता ही रहता होगा.
So that's something which is a reality, no matter आप कितनी बड़ी agency हो या because again like I said it's commercial art.
And again the second point is this, the second dilemma always ki suppose we are doing a performance campaign or anything like even if we are doing a design, हमने कुछ brand campaign किया or anything, but client's expectation is leads कैसे आई, मुझे leads कितनी आ रही है और मुझे कब आ रही है, मुझे अभी आ रही है, like I want immediate leads. So how do you tackle that thing particularly?
So see, एक तो ये है कि आपको expectations you will have to set right. ये भी हो जाता है कि if the business development team normally see advertising sales is like selling air, like you don't have a product. So basically what you are selling is creds, the company's creds, the portfolio, the experience of the team. But what happens is अगर वो जो transition होता है वहाँ पे from the BD team to the servicing team, अगर वहाँ पे the BD team also goes out of the picture, the client becomes impatient and they want everything now. Rather I had a client, जब भी आप उनको deadline पूछेंगे तो वो बोलेंगे yesterday. So वैसे जब आपके clients हो तो you will have to set their expectations right. कि यार this is possible, this is not possible. But sometimes clients also understand, like we've had a case जो आप leads की बात कर रहे हैं तो we were not again there was this education brand, we were not getting the leads because we were trying to sort of do something that they were also okay with creatively and what we also felt could work. But then I called him and said, yaar, can you give us 1 month? And he said, हाँ. So what we did was we spent 2 days. We created, I think about 20-25 ads. We emailed those to them. I called him up and said, I don't want you to look at these ads. He was the marketing manager. But I told him, I need your approval on email.
Okay.
Just approve. And he approved in 2 minutes. And we could, towards the end, we could save that campaign. It was a digital acquisition campaign. So you also have clients like that कि जो समझते हैं पर वही है कि वो फाइनली एक ट्रस्ट वो एक रिलेशनशिप में आना चाहिए, क्लाइंट एजेंसी रिलेशनशिप.
अग्रीड. सो आपने मतलब व्हेन आई एम लिसनिंग टू यू आई एम सीइंग दिस कि आप यू हैव वर्कड इन लाइक 2 एकदम होता है ना एक्सट्रीम स्टेट्स. वन इज महाराष्ट्र लाइक बॉम्बे अगर हम स्पेसिफिक बात करें, सेकेंड इज गुजरात अगर अहमदाबाद हम बात करें. सो एंड जितना मैं जानती हूँ एज पर माई नॉलेज एंड माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ दीज मार्केट, सो Bombay, Maharashtra is more sort of a very corporate, they have a very corporate structure. Like if you're working as a creative agency, processes and pehle marketing head, fir unke AVP and everything. And जितना गुजरात को मैं जानती हूँ ये सब रिलेशन पे चलता है. सबके सीईओ से आप डायरेक्ट मिलोगे कि कोई भी कितनी बड़ी कंपनी हो, मार्केटिंग सीईओ के साथ होगी और बहुत रिलेशन बेस्ड है. सो कंसिडरिंग यू हैव वर्कड इन बोथ द स्टेट्स, व्हाट वुड यू से अगर हम मार्केटिंग पर्सपेक्टिव एंड बीइंग अ क्रिएटिव एजेंसी, कैसे एक region wise how's the the work is happening, and how would you differ marketing that way?
So I think maybe a few years back this bifurcation was much more clearer. I think thoda sa wo kam hua hai, but I think what happens is advertising at the end of the day is so much people business ke even mujhe Mumbai mein वैसे clients हैं who will want us to go and spend time with them, like literally spend time, जहाँ पे वो कहेंगे कि यार, so again this was an education client and one of the courses that they offered was hotel management.
ठीक है.
So they would want कि यार जो हमारे बच्चों ने बनाए, you will have to eat with us. So you plan a meeting in a way that you go at 12, you discuss something and then वो फिर एक घंटा आपको जब आप lunch कर रहे हैं from whatever 1 to 2, no conversation about work, we just talk and they will be like हाँ इसके बाद if you want something मीठे में तो they'll order it and you have to, and the moment lunch is over the grilling will start again, वो जहाँ से from where it was left. So I think I have found clients in Mumbai also who are very who really want to spend time with you and who are relationship people. I have also had some clients in Ahmedabad who are very direct and to the point. You send in invoice, the payment will be made kind of a client. But when we started out, I think the Gujarat market was much more a market where we used to experience some payment delays or where but अगर आपके client same city में है तो we have a client who really wants us to just go and meet them and be with them, right? So अगर आप same city में है तो obviously that expectation will be there. But I think this was still much more earlier.
But what would you say? I mean, because you have worked both the ways, so which approach is better for you as an agency? Because ultimately आपका goal है, जो उनका goal है कि to take the brand at a higher level, to get them audience. So you should have that much freedom, you should be given that much freedom, या बहुत process driven होना चाहिए. कौन सी approach आपके हिसाब से ज़्यादा better है as a marketing agency, as your perspective?
See, I think what I feel is people plus processes equals performance. Okay. So processes will refer to an SOP कि हमको इतनी चीज़ें करनी है. तो जो relationship building की बात है तो some of the SOPs that we have, that a servicing executive has to every morning send out a message to the client कि यार आज हम क्या कर रहे हैं.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because what happens is, because these, like, we are on our premise, they are somewhere else, we don't want even for a day for them to think यार agency काम नहीं कर रही है. So the first thing is every morning you tell them what is it that you're going to do.
Very nice.
Number 2, meetings. We say कि यार once a week you have to do a virtual meeting, and once a month if the client is accessible, do a in-person meeting. Third is every Friday you need to email the task list which is accomplished in this week versus the proposal, so that there are no gaps as to यार this was promised, या this was committed, या ये अभी हुआ नहीं है. अगर वो नहीं भी हुआ है तो भी उस फ्राइडे की ईमेल में होगा कि यार ये मेरा एक्टिविटी इज़ पेंडिंग बिकॉज अप्रूवल आपके एंड से इस पे बाकी है, या दीज एक्सेसेस आई एम अवेटिंग. And the fourth is we use a task management system that throws up red flags wherever there are delays.
Very
So
nice.
the SOP is, I think advertising में even if you're doing bread and butter work right, you can retain most of your clients.
Retention
Agency की growth retention से ही होगी, acquisition से नहीं होगी. तो so these SOPs help us give some method to madness, right? But advertising, like I said, is a people's business. And the thing is कि like in Caterpillar, technology is consistent. So if it rains, technology will not feel like having garam chai and pakoras, right? If you make your server payments on time, it will show up for work at 3 in the night.
Yeah.
It'll not get involved in office politics, none of that, right? But people which are an agency's products, they have a spectrum. So on good days it can feel like, you know, they can get you the moon and they can also dig up your graves. तो आपको आपके सुपरस्टार्स आइडेंटिफाई करने हैं कि ये 5 लोग मेरे सुपरस्टार्स हैं.
That's very important.
एंड उनके लिए आई कैन डू एनीथिंग. Because I think beyond a point, advertising business runs on love.
Any example that you can give that you did in your company?
So I'll tell you. You know, when we were in Mumbai, we had one of our senior designers, Preetam Bid. He was from Kolkata. So it was, I think, Independence Day weekend. So obviously a lot of work, print, outdoor campaigns, all of that. So it's a period जहाँ पे पूरी टीम के ऊपर बहुत प्रेशर है. ऑब्वियसली सर्विसिंग टीम इज बिकॉज आपको प्रिंट वाली तो आप डेडलाइन मिस कर नहीं सकते हैं, या आउटडोर की तो डेडलाइन आपने होर्डिंग ले लिया है तो आपको लगाना है. सो दिस फेलो विल कम, he will open his desktop and he'll set his hair in place and all of that. और टीम इज लाइक यार ये हमको कल इस टाइम तक डिलीवर करना है तो आज एटलीस्ट फर्स्ट कट तो आपको देना है ताकि क्लाइंट का चेंज. he used to listen to, I don't know why, but songs of Mela on loud volume जो पूरी ऑफिस को इरिटेट करेगा. ठीक है, तो एंड एवरीवन विल फील लाइक यार ये तो सिर्फ अपने कंप्यूटर में देख रहा है, मतलब नथिंग इज रियली हैपनिंग. And then I know, I mean, at that point in time, I think we were like an 8-10 people team. So everyone was more closely associated. So he'll come to me and at 5 or 6 and, he'll say, यार रुकना पड़ेगा आज तो. And that would be almost his daily this thing, यार
बंद करवाओ.
हाँ. So then he and I will stay back. And then he'll have a fixed preference of food also. वो सामने there was this little place that served all of the roti and sabji, and he'll need crispy roti and put some sev and something on top of the sabji. Then he'll eat, he'll smoke a couple of cigarettes. फिर उसको रात को 11 बजे आएगा मज़ा काम करने में. So 11 to 4 he'll crack everything. हम दोनों 5 बजे ऑफिस बंद करके जाएंगे. He would catch, I think, the first local or something. He'll be in office again at 10 in the morning. But वो जो करेगा वो फर्स्ट शॉट में अप्रूव हो जाएगा. So now what happens is, अगर मैं हर जगह पे सिर्फ SOP रखूँगा कि नहीं यार प्रीतम, I need to give it today only. We can't stay back, all of that. And if I start questioning him कि यार what did you do from 11 to 12? ठीक है, आप मुझे बताओ आपकी whatever productivity tool को लेके. So it'll not work that way. But you cannot be so liberal with everyone as well. So you need to identify that his heart is at the right place.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to just come and irritate people listening to Mela songs, right?
It's just him.
It's him. And वो वैसे काम करेगा. आपको कई बार उसको अकेला छोड़ देना है कि यार वो तुम करो अपना. यहाँ तक मैं कहूँगा कि आप, because an agency is as good as its top team, जो आपके सर्विसिंग लीड है, जो आर्ट लीड है, जो कॉपी लीड है, जो डिजिटल लीड है, उनके लिए आप SOP भी चेंज कर सकते हैं. उनके लिए आप उनके लिए थोड़ा कस्टमाइज कर सकते हैं अपने एनवायरनमेंट को, क्योंकि वो आपके सुपरस्टार्स हैं. So you give them friendship, warmth, trust, love, and you build those superstars, and you also have processes that are going to guide you, and then performance will become a byproduct. Actually, there is a great quote as well which says, you don't build businesses, you build people, and people build businesses. So this is how I think one can probably, whether it's an agency or an in-house marketing team.
Yeah, you have, I think, set the balance right, because as much as I have seen, there's a lot of resignations in this particular field because of the deadlines and the pressure. Like I've seen specifically designers and creative strategists and everything, they keep moving because they're not able to succumb to the pressure, and they are not able to work with the deadlines. And then how the upper management is handling. The one way is of course how you handle, to have that patience, but most of them don't. They don't have it. So बहुत ज़्यादा, that's why I asked this question, बहुत ज़्यादा resignations and बहुत ज़्यादा movement होता है considering comparatively in this field. And when it comes to the client side also, so how do you अगेन अगर जैसे हमने बॉम्बे दिल्ली की अभी बात करी, बॉम्बे और अहमदाबाद की, तो यहाँ पर जैसे है कि बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेडिशनल क्लाइंट्स है. लाइक अगर आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टेक अ नेम, पर बहुत बड़े बड़े ब्रांड्स जो हैं वो एक ही सेट अपना जो सालों से मार्केटिंग सेट करते आए ना, कि वो इतना बजट टीवी को देते हैं, इतना होर्डिंग्स को देते हैं, इतना इसको देते हैं, बाद में कुछ बचा तो शायद डिजिटल को देंगे, वो भी धीरे धीरे दे रहे हैं, वरना दिल भी लाइक मेरा सोशल मीडिया और फेसबुक और वो चलता रहता है, चल रहा है ऐसा. सो देयर इज़ अ वेरी मच, और उसमें और सालों से मार्केटर्स बैठे हुए हैं, लाइक 20-20 साल से जो एक ही कंपनी के हैं, प्रॉबेबली फैमिलीज के हैं, सेम फैमिली के मार्केटिंग हेड्स एंड एवरीथिंग. तो हाउ डू यू ब्रिंग दैट शिफ्ट, एंड डू यू थिंक कि वो ट्रेडिशनल से या डिजिटल तक लेके आना, वो शिफ्ट आना एक ज़रूरी है अब मार्केट में, और हाउ डू यू टैकल विद सच सिचुएशंस?
Yeah, I think mostly it is, for sure it is needed, because what happens is, sometimes, I feel कि एक रीज़न ये भी है कि आप किसी एजेंसी के साथ आते हैं, is because वहाँ पे आपको फ्रेश आइडियाज़ मिलते हैं, एक नया पर्सपेक्टिव मिलता है. एज अ ब्रांड जो आपका एक एनवायरनमेंट है, वहाँ पे eventually you know the kind of ideas that you're going to get, you know the kind of things that you're going to do. पर जब आप कोई एक एक्सटर्नल प्रीमाइसिस पे जो लोग हैं, जो शायद यंग लोग हैं, करेक्ट, who are coming with a fresh thought, when you are hiring them, you're also doing so because they can move the brand across curves. So what happens is there is a brand can move along the curve, or it can sort of shift curves. So what happens is whenever you have an agency give big ideas or disruptive ideas, वहीं पे जाके brand can get unparalleled growth, right? So I definitely feel that a brand should be, or could be, or it will be nice if they are a little open to some of the real out of box things that an agency wants to recommend. And also what happens is, the final decision obviously will be with the brand, but I think an openness will always be good.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they have, because I don't know, a lot of time it happens ki किया है, they have gotten an agency on board, but even they don't know why. I mean, probably it was a mandate, so it's just everything will be done as per the brand, but it's just you have to do. They'll just give you the guidelines to get the stuff.
So then
done.
You become a partner in execution.
Exactly.
Sometimes as an agency you also have to make peace with it. कि अगर
because maybe it is a big brand.
It's a big brand. Maybe what they're doing is working well for them. Yeah. That could also be a reason. Also maybe it's an initial stage. अब वही है ना कि एक ट्रस्ट जब आएगा, तब जब आप चीज़ उनको रेकमेंड कर रहे हैं, वो शायद ज़्यादा ओपन होंगे एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए. सो कुछ वैसे फेजेस भी होते हैं जहाँ पे आपने सिर्फ काम अभी स्टार्ट किया है, इट्स अ बिग ब्रांड, इट्स वर्किंग फॉर देम, then your focus has to be okay, you know what, I should be able to execute it like no one else. I should not have any delays, I should have no errors, I should then let me focus on what I can do with the cards I'm given.
Very nice, a very simple approach.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. तो अगर आपसे अगर मैं पूछूं, what is the bifurcation nowadays when it comes to marketing in terms of traditional marketing, for example hoardings and print ads and radio, there's one, and then the focus towards digital. So how the brand is bifurcating the budget these days?
It depends on the domain. It depends on how young or how established the brand is. Like I'll give you an example. We're working with real estate. So real estate will do outdoor, will do print, because they need mass platforms. And along with mass platforms, they need a certain amount of, print, outdoor, all of these traditional media platforms. They give a lot of credibility. So you need that credibility. Versus if I tell you a young business that's selling something online, like a fashion brand that's funded, and you know they really want to set up channels on digital, they will obviously opt for digital and nothing on the traditional medium. Some brands will look for a nice balance between the two as well. So I think it depends कि आप कौन से डोमेन में हैं.
But you won't say कि the traditional is dying, because lot of now even I've talked about real estate, I am seeing lot of real estate still focusing on digital now. मतलब traditional में कम जा रहे हैं, hoardings भी कम कर रहे हैं अब, they are eventually shifting to you know traditional. And मेरे से भी बहुत clients पूछते हैं, because I've worked in print, I've worked in radio and everything, तो they keep asking me to understand कि is the traditional medium dying and should we be shifting the whole budget to digital, क्योंकि leads ultimately अब सबको leads चाहिए. तो what do you have to say on that?
So I feel like every decade or so, or every few years, I think things find a new equilibrium. I'll give you a little different example: OTT versus theaters.
Okay.
So jab when I think The Family Man or something had just released, or I think it was something by I think I don't remember the name, but I think some initial, I think Sacred Games or something had come out, and people for the first time went to OTT, and theaters were still doing fine. Then comes COVID, जहाँ पे obviously theaters, people are not going to theaters, and people are saying theaters will die.
Yeah.
Correct. And it's only going to be OTT. We are just going to consume content on phones and laptops and maybe smart TVs. Cut to now, when we don't even have COVID, what happens is between OTT and theaters, we have some new equilibrium that's come about. जहाँ पे जो आपके event films हैं, जो आपके जवान है, या जो आप स्त्री 2 है, या you know you have your Gadar, all of that. So when you have event films, when you have some superstar coming and you have larger than life sort of, that people want to go to a theater, enjoy with their family, experience, right? It's a smaller film, it's a content driven film which is easily accessible, and I don't want to pay anything extra for it. That's consumed on OTT. कुछ थिएटर्स बंद ज़रूर इस पूरी चीज़ में हुए होंगे, पर थिएटर इंडस्ट्री एज अ होल will, I mean we probably can't say it's died or it'll die. Correct. Now what they are trying to do is they are trying to re-release older films.
Yeah.
Like Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, Veer Zara, all of that, you know, to attract. So it's a new equilibrium where they might have sacrificed some of their profits, they have to bring their costs down, but they find a new way of
but it's not gonna die anytime soon.
So likewise here also what happens is digital versus traditional, or even within digital. Now digital is also so vast that you've got so many platforms that people were spending a lot on Facebook. Now those budgets would have shifted to Insta. That those budgets probably in time to come will shift a lot to WhatsApp. So every few years what will happen is that all of these different platforms will come together with a new equilibrium. So print will not die or hoardings will not die, but उनको ऐसा हो सकता है कि they have to be a little more creative about how they work. Maybe they have to cut their costs down. Maybe they have to come up with something new, maybe a digital billboard or something, but find ways of reinventing oneself. Also that's true for agencies. So when we started out, उस time पे reels were not so prominent. Correct. So it was like statics and stories were fine. Now what happens is कि यार हर गली में एक content creator है. So when the cost of execution goes down, you lose a lot of business. So what you have to focus on is the cost of thought, because when the cost of execution goes down, the cost of thought comes up.
Okay.
So when execution becomes decentralized, पहले सिर्फ कुछ लोग कंटेंट क्रिएट कर पाते थे, अब जब सब कर पाते हैं तो क्या क्रिएट करना है, दैट बिकम्स इम्पॉर्टेंट.
ट्रू.
When maybe reels would have first started on Instagram, because the format is unique, you would feel like looking at anything.
हाँ, जो भी आ रहा है.
अब format is not unique. So now what is important is कि हाँ कोई भी शूट कर लेगा, लेकिन क्या शूट करना है.
कंटेंट इज द किंग जो हम बोलते
हाँ.
हैं.
अब what is it that you want to shoot? Again, I'll give you an example. So I was talking to someone who was in second-hand office equipments business,
Okay.
and he said, कि यार I could sell worth 30 lakh from one reel. Now that reel was very
Wow.
simple.
हाँ.
That reel was कि यार you know, you might pay 1 lakh rupees for a new whatever laptop. I can give you a near to new laptop in 10,000. And that went in a way, whatever, I mean, a lot of people inquired, their phones wouldn't stop ringing. So I think it's like, you know, in Hera Fairy, you have Kabira, who is the kidnapper. So Kabira is Instagram. Instagram has kidnapped your target audience. तो आपकी जो राजू, श्याम और बाबू भैया की जो सोशल मीडिया टीम है, they have to give Instagram what it wants, or for that matter any platform, but right now it's Instagram, and what Kabira or Instagram wants is for you to create relevant, engaging,
Yeah.
consistent content.
True.
Correct. And when that becomes decentralized, मतलब अब आपको कोई भी हेल्प कर सकता है. एक कॉलेज में कोई भी एक स्टूडेंट विद अ गुड फोन एंड अ रिंग लाइट कैन हेल्प यू क्रिएट कंटेंट. उस टाइम पे आपको अब इस पे फोकस करना है कि अब क्या क्रिएट किया जाए, वो रील कौन सी है जिससे 30 लाख का सेल आ सकता है. वो सोचने का काम अगर आप करते हैं तो आप नया इक्विलिब्रियम यू विल बी एबल टू फाइंड फॉर योरसेल्फ.
And that's the money, you know, जिसके पैसे मिलते हैं, the thought you mentioned.
Absolutely.
And what do you think, जो ये influencers हैं और इनका, because वो जैसे आपने बोला ना हर decade में change होता है, तो body अभी right now content creation is the thing. So being at that side, what do you think is the future of influencing and all of that, content creators?
I think so content का तो है ही. I think I would also not say future. I think it is the present.
It is the present, but 5 years, 7 years down the line, if I ask you.
So I think, see, 5 years, 7 years down the line, what will happen is, again, a lot of platforms will focus a lot on video content. I also feel in the next few years, live commerce will become big.
Okay.
Which I think not a lot of brands are doing. But
you will have to explain live commerce also.
So it's basically, if I told you that from a 10 by 10 room, if you could sell in 100 countries.
Okay.
That's what live commerce is. It's like it's a superpower. तो हमने जिन brands के लिए live feature या live commerce implement किया है, I think they have really benefited. So it's basically कि आप live streaming social media या website पे जो live streaming का option है, आप उसको लेके sell करें.
Okay.
And it's a way by which people can engage with you real time. They can inquire about your products. They can, you can chat with them. जैसे if you had to check out amazon.in/live.
ठीक है.
They are live 24/7.
Selling different products.
So
you can choose the product you. Oh, that's nice. So who is selling? The influencers?
So now these are creators. So what they are doing is, every creator has some slots and some categories when he or she goes live. So even right now, right now we are shooting this, but when someone watches this, right now or then, aap kabhi bhi you go to amazon.in/live and you will find multiple sessions happening. You can join any session you are interested in.
Wow, that's amazing.
You can उस सेशन में आपको वो प्रोडक्ट्स भी दिखेंगे जो आप ऐड टू कार्ट कर सकते हैं, एंड यू कैन बाय.
अच्छा, सो जितना मैं समझी, दे आर सेलिंग द प्रोडक्ट, दे विल बी टेलिंग यू द फीचर्स एंड एवरीथिंग. इफ यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन यू कैन डायरेक्टली आस्क देम.
सो ये पता है, पहले रात को 11-12 बजे ये टेलीमार्केटिंग,
मेरे को वही याद आ
रहा. हाँ, ये वही है. इन अ वे इट्स दैट, बट नाउ इट्स हैपनिंग थ्रू दीज डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स.
और उसमें तो फोन करो, फोन आएगा, उठाएंगे. इसमें डायरेक्ट यू कैन जस्ट आस्क द
क्वेश्चंस. द बेस्ट पार्ट इज ऑन Amazon you can directly buy.
Yeah, true.
You don't even need to ask any question. You can comment your question, they will answer it. Otherwise you can just buy.
That's nice. So it's coming up. I mean, how is it working in India?
So for I'll give you something, that an example of what we've done. तो एक बॉम्बे की jewelry brand है. I think they have been going live since 3 years. they are a 300 crore brand, but now they have been able to hit 10 crore mark on a yearly basis.
Wow.
Through live sessions.
So it's just through the platforms itself, or they can do probably on their own Instagram, they can just
They are
go
just
live?
doing it on Instagram.
That's it, no?
Yeah, that's it.
Ah, nice.
So this is something that I think a lot of brands should do. I think a lot of brands, if they've not started using WhatsApp, they have to start using WhatsApp. If they've not started creating content, they have to start creating content. Because now we are entering, or we've already entered a phase जहाँ पे आप content से business को grow कर सकते हैं. You know, पहले ये था कि आपका business growth और चीज़ों से आता था. अब अगर इफ़ आई टेल यू यार एक रील से आपको 30 lakhs का सेल मिल सकता है, तो दैट्स कंटेंट रियली गेटिंग यू बिजनेस ग्रोथ.
बट उसमें मुझे अभी आपने बोला तभी स्ट्राइक हुआ है सीधा कि बहुत मतलब अभी भी देयर आर लॉट ऑफ ब्रांड्स आउट देयर जो ये बोलते हैं कि यार मार्केटिंग की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है हमको, हम तो हमारा सेल्स चल रहा है, वी आर सॉर्टेड दैट वे. आई मीन व्हाट वुड यू से टू देम?
नहीं, सो आई थिंक आई वुड से दैट नो बिजनेस will, as we speak, will be existing without marketing. Because marketing begins at the product. So when you are crafting a product, right, at that time your marketing in a way has already started. जो आप किसी भी कस्टमर को एक्सपीरियंस देना चाहते हैं, जो आपके मे बी काउंटर पे आप देना चाहते हैं, ऑनलाइन देना चाहते हैं, जहाँ पे भी देना चाहते हैं, that's marketing. You have a touch point with a customer, and when you tell your team that, you know what, you want to give him or her the best experience, that's marketing. So it's like brands who might not be willing to spend a lot on it, or sort of do it explicitly, but implicitly तो they are always doing marketing.
Always doing. And what do you think AI का आगे, I mean, कितना आने वाला है effect, and कितना changes लेके आने वाला है AI? Because ChatGPT, everything is being used by content creators, by agencies and everything. So what do you think? How is it going to change the course?
So I feel like AI will be able to replace certain functions of advertising, but if AI can replace you completely, then you were not into advertising in the first place.
Very true. But you have to explain.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll again give you, मैं आपको एक real estate brand का example देता हूँ. So we had this pitch and it was a big brand. So I think the entire agency got involved. So I just went to ChatGPT. कि यार you know, give me creative campaign ideas for this real estate brand, all of that. So it said something like you know, your dream home isn't a place, it's a feeling. Experience it at XYZ. Let's call them XYZ. So now I know कि यार ये अगर मैं किसी pitch में डालूंगा तो we will not win this pitch, right?
पता चल जाएगा सामने.
हाँ. और it's, I mean, पता चले, it's not delivering a punch. It's not impactful. So I went to another machine, one that could give me a cup of black coffee. ठीक है. So now AI machine versus the coffee machine में, I think sometimes the coffee machine actually wins. Why? Because, you know, when you start thinking how the human brain will function is, and some of the ideas that the team came up with, यार the human brain will think यार okay, you know what, अगर ये सही में बहुत premium apartments हैं, तो what's the best real estate in India? Taj Mahal. And there would come an idea कि यार if Shahjahan was buying flats, he would buy XYZ. या आप एक दूसरा ad शायद क्रिएट कर सकते हैं जहाँ पे आप फ्रंट पेज, फुल पेज ad पे सिर्फ एक लाइन है, Do you want to live on the moon? Turn the page and says XYZ apartments that make you go over the moon, right? So things like that, I would encourage an advertising professional to go to ChatGPT when he or she wants to use a personal assistant to write things which is okay अगर वो एक, if it doesn't, like I'll give you an example. We have an e-commerce brand and they have 7,000 products and they needed us to write descriptions for it. I don't think a writer should write it, right? So I think a writer should give command to the AI machine. But an advertiser should know when to go to your coffee machine as well. When you really want to create something that, you know, leaves an impact is when you go to your coffee machine. So आपको ये 2 machines के साथ खेलना है.
Yeah, very nice. So आपकी if I ask you one of the biggest campaign of, you know, one memorable campaign that you did for your client, any one that you can share with us.
So I think one I would say Janta Army, which was we did during COVID. So actually, so this is a Surat-based brand, Lakshmipati Group, and you know, COVID had just sort of, I think China से I think India में कुछ cases आए थे. So at that time we started conceptualizing it, and the thought behind it was we want to encourage people to buy Indian products and services, because at that time there was this thing here, if you don't buy local, you know, then maybe the Indian economy is going to take a hit, which it anyway was going to take a hit.
The brand was of which segment?
So this brand, so Lakshmipati Group is into multiple verticals. So they are into fashion, they're into engineering, they're also into medical sort of equipments and stuff. So this was a campaign that truly, by the definition of viral, went viral.
Okay.
So much so that we were very fortunate कि कई हमारे भी society groups में people had sent it to us. So basically the thought was simple कि आप एक वीडियो बनाइए जहाँ पे आप कोई भी एक इंडियन प्रोडक्ट यूज़ कर रहे हैं, एंड आप 3 दोस्तों को टैग करिए, एंड आप उनको भी एनकरेज करिए कि वो भी ये सेम चीज़ करें. सो बेसिकली द थॉट इज़ दैट ये अब एक लड़ाई है कोविड में, पर इस जंग में हमें सरहद पे नहीं जाना है, हमें दुकानों पे जाना है, हमें तलवारें या बंदूकें नहीं उठानी है, हमें सुविधाएं उठानी है. एंड वी हैव टू फॉर्म अ जनता आर्मी दैट इज़ गोइंग टू बाय प्रोडक्ट्स मेड इन इंडिया so that we are able to save our economy. We had our marquee influencers Abhi and New.
Acha.
And so I think Modi ji had just announced local for vocal at, I would think 8 or 9 in the evening, and we took the campaign live at I think 10 or 11 in the night. And it sort of also helped that Modi ji had anyway proposed vocal for local. So we made some last minute tweaks here. We sort of added that as well. But the idea was always there. And then, you know, लोग आजकल बहुत लाइटली बोलते हैं कि यार हमको वायरल कैंपेन करना है, पर वायरल कैंपेन के पीछे जो एफर्ट लगती है, जैसे ये तो अभी ये न्यू है, लेकिन उनके साथ वी हैड एन आर्मी ऑफ अबाउट 250-300 independent influencers जिनका हर एक piece of content was pre-approved. So we had these WhatsApp groups with client where every piece of content would be checked by their marketing manager, by, you know, their whatever team, and once approved. So you have so much of logistics also, because if these are, some of them are barter deals, some of them are paid deals, तो उनको वो उनके products मिले या नहीं मिले, उनको payment मिला है नहीं मिला है, उन्होंने time पे post की है नहीं की है, क्या है, and then to sort of also keep checking organically how much this is done. So I think for those 48 hours or so, I think most of our agency was working only on one client. And we're working 24/7 literally.
Of course.
Because if we had to take a campaign live at 11 in the night, आप मतलब लास्ट मिनट कुछ ग्लिचेस भी आ सकते हैं, कुछ एक क्लाइंट का भी लास्ट मिनट कोई एक थॉट आ सकता है, चेंज आ सकता है, एंड देन सडनली यू नो इफ यू गेट a lot of hate emails at 3 in the night, it also sort of care, okay, is it sort of going in the right direction or not, all of that. But why that campaign is something that we like from what we've done is because the client started a new business out of it. So that I think is the true success. कि जो मैं आपको कह रहा था कि यार एक एजेंसी ऑनबोर्ड इसलिए होती है ताकि वो नए आइडियाज वैसे ला सके कि द ब्रांड कैन ग्रो अक्रॉस कर्व्स.
क्लाइंट स्टार्टेड अ न्यू
बिजनेस वर्टिकल आउट ऑफ इट.
क्या मतलब, if you're okay to share, क्या हुआ था?
So see, the campaign was that people had to share Indian products. So the client said, let's make a website or a portal on the name of Janta Army, where we encourage Indian manufacturers to register this and we become the aggregators.
तो उन्होंने की कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया.
तो उन्होंने वो एक एग्रीगेटर प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया.
It's still there.
I'm sure. See now, so I think it's been 4 5 years
now.
So I because see they have multiple businesses, so it's still there.
Wow.
I don't know how aggressively
Active,
they are doing it, but it's still there.
Wow.
And I think see the thing is not the root of the word creativity comes from create, right? Who wants to create something? People who feel a certain sense of itch or something that's missing with currently what we have, they want to create something. So in a way, the act of creativity is like an act of rebellion against the status quo. तो जब आपके पास एक young force of rebels है, तो आप क्यों सिर्फ अपने आइडियाज उन पे एनफोर्स करना चाहेंगे? आप अगर उनसे कुछ सुनते हैं या कुछ उनके, एंड दिस इज ओनली व्हेन एन एजेंसी इज आल्सो इन्वेस्टेड इन अ ब्रांड, ऑफ कोर्स दे शुड आल्सो नॉट ट्रीट दिस वर्क जस्ट एज करके खत्म करके आई जस्ट नीड टू गेट माई बिल्स क्लियर्ड, देन ऑब्वियसली दैट विल नॉट हैपन. बट व्हेन दिस रिलेशनशिप sort of finds its music, and when it's sort of in the right shape, so there is so much that an agency can do.
वो एक feel होता है ना, it's your own campaign, like you have to build it. So how was it? I mean, a lot of people also send their videos and everything.
A lot of people send their videos and then it organically picked up कि लोगों ने, अब वैसे भी कोविड के टाइम पे internet consumption had increased, people were on social media all the time and all of that, so people picked it up and then they started sharing their own videos. And when you sort of found them in your society groups and stuff like that, so then कि अच्छा okay, you know what,
wow,
now. So I think वैसे जैसे this live commerce thing was, in fact we were trying to build an infrastructure where this brand could be live 24/7. Or for a deals aggregator app, we conceptualized, designed and developed a game which was like spin the wheel plus pizza plus tie up with pizza outlets across Gujarat, in a way that it gave, I think, a total of about 2.5-3 lakh footfalls.
Wow.
To different pizza outlets. Now ये जो आइडियाज़ हैं ये कब आ सकते हैं? जब एक क्लाइंट भी एजेंसी पे ट्रस्ट करे, एक क्लाइंट एक एजेंसी को एक फ्री हैंड दे एंड उसको एक एजेंसी अब्यूज ना करे. So a lot of that has to sort of fall in place.
And even, I mean, kudos to you also, because ये आप बता रहे हो तो it मतलब it looks like हाँ ये किया, but I can totally see the back end work that you and your team must have done to execute and make that campaign a success, because it's not a small thing. अगर आप ये जो from the pizza campaign to the this campaign, I mean, it's hats off to, kudos to you also for.
No, I think it's also thanks to the clients.
Yeah.
I think for them to allow us to do things like these, to give us a certain free hand, I think it's a thing.
It's a two-way. So okay, so one last thing if I ask you, generally ये तो हमने सब positives of advertising सब बात की है, but एक मंत्रा होता है ना, because you are in that you are out there in the field, you have tried everything. So one mantra, एक success mantra of a marketing campaign, अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं, आप क्या बोलोगे?
A success mantra of a marketing campaign. I think, see, number one is you will, जो भी मैंने आपको see, I think we'll just take a step back and say कि okay, marketing actually begins at the product, right? So if I have to answer this from the brand side, I'll give you one answer. From agency side, I'll give you an answer.
ठीक है.
I think if I'm a business, then I think the first thing I should be doing is asking myself this question, that is my offering the best on earth or not? सब ऑफरिंग्स नहीं हो पाएंगे, लेकिन आपको पूछना है अपने आप को, एंड आपको कोशिश करनी है कि वो हो पाए. अब वो कैसे हो सकता है? एक तो ये है कि आप कोई चीज़ इन्वेंट करें. सो कैन यू मेक अ चैट GPT? Probably not. When I say can you make a chat GPT, what I mean is, can you create a category that did not exist before? Okay, so one of our ex-clients manufactured India's fastest cooking device that could cook a proper meal in 5 minutes. So that's a new category that did not exist before. Second is, अगर आप वो नहीं कर सकते हैं तो क्या आप कोई भी चीज़ प्रेडिक्ट करके वहाँ पे फर्स्ट मूवर्स एडवांटेज ले सकते हैं? Like one of our clients, they started India's first AI powered MBA.
Okay.
So not that no one else can do it, People will do it. People would have started doing it. But for a brief period of time, you have a monopoly. Correct. So if you can predict and if you can have a dimension to your business where you have a first mover's advantage by predicting आगे क्या होगा. Third is that you create a certain focus or a niche. Like what we tried to do with ourselves. We asked, are we the best agency on earth? No. But can we be the best agency on earth for a fashion brand? Probably yes.
So nice.
So we said, okay, we have the domain expertise. Then we built Caterpillar for our fashion clients actually. Then we did we created tutorials for fashion brands to go live. So some training modules. And then we built a backend app that they could use, which is like a Shopify for apps, but for them. So even if they compare us with maybe some of the biggest agencies around, the fact that we've got WhatsApp, we've got a backend app, we've got live, we've got domain experience, we still might not be the best agency on earth for a fashion brand, but this makes you good enough.
Yeah.
Fourth is price. Now, if you offer something at a lower price, वो आपकी quality of offering को enhance नहीं कर सकता है, पर आपकी value delivery को enhance कर सकता है. Case in point is what Jio did in 2016, जहाँ पे the data was at a ridiculous price and I think free voice calls, all of that. So जब वो किया तो it forced everyone else to do that and follow the suit. So what happens is, if you cannot create a new category or invent something, if you cannot have first movers advantage, if you cannot create focus, तो अब आप वही चीज़ दीजिए but at a ridiculous price. सो आप अगर ये 3-4 चीज़ें करेंगे तो आप शायद वैसा ऑफरिंग क्रिएट कर पाएंगे जो इज़ रियली गुड. करेक्ट. एंड अ लॉट ऑफ द टाइम्स what we normally do as an exercise with a lot of brands is we ask them this question as a part of our onboarding sort of conversation, and mostly during those onboarding conversations client comes with one perspective कि हाँ, I want to know your team. But they will leave that call thinking कि okay, you know what is it that maybe we can do. And over a period of time we will try and also help them find that कि यार वो क्या है जो आप एक as an extension या एक अलग dimension, it could be a new app that you want to create, it could be a movement, it could be a community that you can build,
but you guys can grow together.
So from a brand standpoint, I think you start with this and sort of take it ahead. I think from an agency standpoint, you will have to play along with the client, क्योंकि हर client अलग है, हर domain अलग है, हर brand की journey अलग है. Like I said, at times you can just be a partner in execution. At times you can really run the show. I mean, there are clients we have जहाँ पे we don't get any post approved, जहाँ पे we don't need any approvals, we don't need any meetings, we don't need anything, and we are still able to deliver them value, right? So it depends कि आपकी वो relationship कहाँ पे है. But I think the final mantra is that you cannot sell your soul. I think, True. Because at the end of the day, you know what is right for the brand and what is not.
True.
So if you're just in this hurry of getting the work done and getting your bills cleared, तो अब 6 महीने 1 साल आप क्लाइंट को रख पाएंगे, उससे ज़्यादा शायद it'll be difficult. So I think the only mantra I would then think is don't sell your soul from an agency standpoint.
True. Amazing. I mean, I can totally, because coming from the same field, आज का conversation I can totally say कि the whatever you said, it has all came from experience. मतलब this is something जो आपने एक experience और case studies के through बताया है, and which made totally sense, because I had questions कि हाँ शायद नहीं, शायद हाँ, ये सही बोल रहे, but ultimately it all made sense. So thank you so much. I mean, it was an amazing session, and advertising marketing को आपने बहुत simplify करके एकदम जो basics होते हैं ना, जिसको actually we need to nourish right now in the market for the brands and the agency point of view, for both of them. I think you have clarified it very well. Thank you so much, Hitansh.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and looking forward for many more sessions. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.